Hey YouTube! So, we're in, oh god, Pennsylvania, in a massive house with a hot rod garage down below, so you might hear welding and grinding and stuff. But we've got some guitars here to look through, having a ball here in America. The amp I could find was a Trace Elite acoustic, which is not ideal for playing. It's a 335, so you get away with it. Yeah, so guitar number one, this is a J Tercer. The guy says it's like an old 70s one, but I'm pretty sure it's an early 90s. It looks like a Samick to me, but it's really nice. So this would be the 3.3 something, not a 3.35. Is it a 3.33? It's a small bodied 3.35. I don't imagine both the pickups are original. I think they'd probably both have been gold. But let's have a wee, let's see what it sounds like through an acoustic amp. And this is also, I've got my phone, so the sound quality might not be quite up to my usual super standard, and also I can't see myself, so I'm just assuming that I'm in shot. And we've got volume. I'll probably have a little bit more volume than that. The other amp, which I'll probably use for the next video, is a big massive Fender Tremolux or something like that. So we're actually staying this chap, and he runs a guitar shop, and he's got some really interesting guitars. Not like old Fenders and stuff like that. It's like a small shop, but he's chosen all interesting ones. So he's got kind of things like J Tercers and Squires and Epiphones. No, not so many Epiphones. And sort of some interesting, sort of modern. I think he's got an Aria Pro 2, a couple of sort of Russian things. He's got like a double cut Telecaster and wee things like that. The sort of guitars that, to be honest, I would find interesting. Not like the ones you would get in Guitar Store or Guitar. Basically, we went to Guitar Store, and it was pretty much identical to Guitar Store. All exactly the same guitars. It was even laid out the same. The only bit I thought might be different was the second hand, the used section, and I thought, oh, there might be PVs, because they get American PVs over here because they were made here, so PVs were cheaper. Like the old TA40 and TA60s, or TA50s as well, I think. And they did actually have two. They had a TA15, which was like $300, so it's 50 quid, something like that. Which, to be fair, would probably be worth that back home, but we couldn't get. I wanted to take it to bits and double check that the truss rod was working, because it's a strange scale, and if you're going to get an American guitar, you've got. Yeah, so I ended up not buying it, but the wee guy in the shop is that you can have anything. So it's probably really bad that you got a bad vibe about this guitar. I just didn't want to take it, and so you can have anything off this rack, and it was like the merchandise bit where you could buy like Fender t-shirts and stuff. And I was with Jen, and Jen's Scottish as well. She's looking at the most expensive thing. So I've now got a red Fender hoodie, my best hoodie. Got that for free. It was a $60 thing. It's like, hey, two of them, one each. We just have to make sure that me and Jen are walking in, we both don't wear the same thing, otherwise we'll be matching. Went to a vintage clothes shop yesterday, and don't get these things in Scotland. It's like, and it was just like pallets of clothes, and then there were just big boxes, like hundreds, literally boxes that just said 80s t-shirts, 80s psychedelic t-shirts, 70s shirts. It was just like all stuff. So I ended up getting a pair of real Levi's for $10, and I got a denim jacket as well, a purple one, so totally cool. But I mean, I've been playing this guitar for the last hour. That's been like the longest time I've not played the guitar in ever. It was pretty tough. Went up. I don't know if you watched if you follow Jennifer Armstrong, that's JPAX on Facebook. We I went to the Red Lion Blues Jam, which has been going for 38 years, run by a guy called Ed. Lovely guy. And I was like, yeah, I'll play bass. And it's like I ended up having to go up and play bass not having to. I went up and played bass for a couple of songs. And it was surreal. This is all from Paul Gemmell's blues band. I was in for 2 weeks or 3 weeks just rehearsing because our bass player wasn't well. And then I was like, yeah, total super confidence on the bass. And the confidence sapped a little bit. Ended up playing I just borrowed the bass player's bass, and I was like, when he came in, I was like, oh, what kind of bass is it going to be? I'm hoping it wasn't going to be like a 5-string or fretless, would be the worst, but it was a Squire 50s type P bass. I'm not actually sure what pickup it had because it had a big shield thing which sits over the pickup, so I don't know whether it was a P bass pickup or the single coil. And those big metal shield things, that's exactly where I wanted to put my hand, so it was always like this, and it had flat wound strings on it. So in many ways I saved a lot of money because I'll not be buying flat wound strings. I don't like them. They were like rubber bands and they're dead thin. It's like I'll just have round strings, please. Played a couple of songs, but we played one that was we played that blues song, and then we played that blues song. Good fun. I felt a wee bit of a fraud because I think a lot of the people there, you saw folk turning up looking really nervous, and they'd obviously practiced and learned all their stuff, and it was like, oh, their big jam in New York, and I'd never heard of the place. I didn't know any of the songs, just blues, but they were really good. Especially there was a wee black guy who played saxophone, and he was just the coolest cat in the world. Amazing. But I'm going to have a look at J Turser guitars because it's very like the Aria Pro TA series. It's not holding tune because I've just bent all the strings. Better. And if I'd known, I would have bought a looper pedal. I assume there's going to be one in the shop somewhere. But the real thing I wish I'd known, I wish I'd bought filters for fags, because there are you don't get filters for roll-ups. So I've got this stuff called American Dream, which is like totally the strongest tobacco in the universe and no filters. And I basically bought these sort of mad tube things where you get to roll your own cigarette machines. There must be some sort of machine that fills them up. So I've been snapping the filters off them and smoking these crazy looking fags. Getting good value for money though, because it's lasted me a whole week so far, and I'm not even halfway through the packet. So I'm sorry I've been missing out the YouTube things. Just not had time. I'm actually quite looking forward to it. We actually ended up staying another week. We're staying here. We just basically said we're staying another week with you, like it or not. And the two folk, Bill and Melody, run the shop, are both mental. It's fit in nicely. It's absolutely hilarious actually. And last night I was up. Was at an acoustic jam thing, and I had the worst meal I think I've ever had. It was the $15 menu, and it was like I got a hot sausage, and Melody had a lemon haddock or lemon cod, and Bill and Jen both had some spaghetti and meatballs, and the lemon cod was so salty that Melody couldn't eat it. The spaghetti thing was like pure, I don't know, I'm glad I didn't get that. I think I probably did the best, but my hot sausage was... It's amazing what some people could put. I'd be embarrassed giving you that if we were camping. You know what I mean? It's like camping, or you're at download and you manage to cook something using like a... So it's like, it's not really very hot, and it's like, it was awful. So I ended up going up and playing this acoustic, and it was so bassy, it was ridiculous. I was the second one up, and the guy disappeared and hid. So I played a song, and I was up here, right, and I was expected to come off, and I was just sitting there, and the guy was hiding. I didn't realise where he was hiding until after I'd come off, and I realised his seat was kind of around the corner, and he had like a booth, and he was like, every time I looked around, he must have just hidden behind it. So I played, I can't even remember what I played. Coming into Los Angeles, and then everyone was very nice about it though. all the Americans pure whooping and hollering, and then I tried to play I would walk 500 miles by the Proclaimers. It's like, I'm pretty sure it starts in A. When I wake up, and I just tried to sing it as Scottish as I could, and then it was like there was another chord I had to pure bluff it. Eventually, it was like, that's E. Thank God. It was pretty funny. But there's just an absolute treasure trove of stuff in here. I'm actually going to do a video. There's a guitar through next door. It's not Bill's. He's doing it up, but it's a 1961 Gibson SG, or not an SG, Gibson Les Paul SG shaped single P90, and it looks absolutely, I mean, it's absolutely glorious. It's the one of all the vintage guitars, that's the one I would have. Possibly I'd maybe have the 2P90 one, but it's amazing. I want to check with him. It's like, because it's not his, I don't, I want to make sure. I've not told him. It's like, I'm going to do videos. Back it, see what happens. But there's some mad stuff here.